My loves, it's clear that someone is going to win. And it's clear that one side, if you will, or the other, will feel extremely let down and disappointed and scared and fearful, no matter who wins. It's clear that there will be civil unrest to a certain extent. We can understand that without having our heads in the sand, but in order to support the collective, as healers, as empaths, as light and shadow workers, we're being called to take a stand now and reassess what we have already created in our own neural pathways as the result of the election. What have we been saying to ourselves that will happen if so-and-so wins? What have we been saying to ourselves that will happen if so-and-so doesn't win? Many people are saying, I'm going to move out of the country, I'm going to take my kids out of school, I'm going to take all these big, I wouldn't say aggressive, but very big moves and choices. Some people are going to move. Some people are already deciding energetically that they're going to get angry. Some people are already deciding energetically that they're going to cut off from some certain friends, from some certain family members. I have an aunt and uncle who are politically divided, that are separating right now. They're 70 years old. Yeah? It's time for us to decide right now what our future looks like and to create it no matter what. It's just our time as light and shadow workers to decide with our minds that either way this election turns out, that we will be okay, that the energy, the alchemization of our body is going to continue to draw in the light. We have to decide right now that our children will be okay. We have to decide right now that our parents will be okay, our families, our bodies, our society, even if civil unrest break out, and God knows in some areas it will. We're not here to bury our heads in the sand and say, la, 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 no matter what, everything's going to be okay. Yeah, of course it will be okay, but we understand that it will be okay not because the environment feels good, not because we flow through every light and it's green or we get all the parking spots, right? Because that's life. Life happens. It's going to be okay, my loves, because we've decided right now, before the election results, that it's going to be okay. Because we've decided right now, before the results, that we'll have whatever we're wanting in our experience of life. Yeah, there's part of me that wants Joe Biden to win so that he could take $10,000 off of my college student loan. You know what I'm saying? I've got my reasoning, my own personal reasoning that I want this other person to win. But guess what? I've already decided that I'm paying off my student loan in the next 2 years. I've decided that no matter who wins, that's happening. So now's the time to question yourself. Ask yourself, what have I decided is going to happen as a result of this? Have you decided unconsciously that your finances are going to go to shit if so-and-so wins? Have you decided that the school system is going to go to shit, that Obamacare is going to be revoked? Have you already decided that life is going to be hell and that you're going to be in hell for another 4 years if the person that you don't want to win wins? Because you've got to be the lighthouse. Yeah? In this ocean that is tumultuous right now, in this ocean that is unpredictable right now, in this ocean whose waves and currents are coming from all directions. You've got to be this steadfast lighthouse that looks at your friends, that looks at your family, that looks at your children, your parents, but most importantly, that looks at you. In those moments of self-reflection, yes, but in those moments of fucking coping, because it's hard right now. You've got to look inside you and speak to yourself and say, Rachel, or my love, or my beloved, or my brother, my sister, however you speak to yourself, I have got you. You don't need the government to get you. You don't need the government to have your back, because I've got you. Your angels have you, your guides have you, the divine has you. I've got you. So what is the narrative that you're running in your head? What is the narrative that you're sharing to people? Unconsciously, because you have to catch it now. That's the key, just like the Abraham quote that I just shared with you. You have to catch it now. You have to create your future now. And we are alchemizers as healers and light workers and shaman and shadow workers. We're here to neutralize the energy. We're here to alchemize the energy. What does neutralization mean? Neutralization means that no matter what path you take, whether it's left or right, here we go, whether it's liberal or conservative, whether it's Republican or Democrat, whether it's Trump or Biden, no matter what path you take, for goodness sakes, you will be okay. That is alchemization. That is neutralization. It's taking the wrongness out of everything. The main basic concept in the awakening process is that nothing is wrong. Secondary only to oneness, yes? Secondary only to you are everything. You are all things. That's what the angels always say. You are all things. So what if you were to take the wrongness out of this candidate, take the wrongness out of this candidate, and just let it flow? Yes, see the civil unrest unfold, but stop fucking fearing it, because you're perpetuating it. Tell yourself, if people go because of civil unrest, if people leave their physical bodies because of civil unrest, then it's their time to go. That's their contract with the Creator. This is the time for you to set the stage with how it's going to go for you. And it looks like following the fear, your fears, to the end of the neural pathway. It looks like even writing it down in the journal and saying, God, if so-and-so were to win, what am I afraid of? And how do I feel life will be for the next 4 to 8 years? Or, yeah, depending on who it is. And then change your mind about it. And look at those things that make you feel sad or depressed, upset, or hopeless. Switch them around. So let's say you say, God, if so-and-so wins, my job's gonna end, and I'm not gonna have work. My family and I are gonna go under. I'm gonna have to sell my house. Whatever it is that feels negative, hopeless, helpless on that list that you write, turn it around and say, no, I will have a job. I will have work. I will support my family, even if, and say that, even if so-and-so wins. And keep saying it and keep supporting yourself. Even if so-and-so wins, I'm still going to buy my property. Even if so-and-so wins, my children are still going to get an amazing education. Even if so-and-so wins, I'm still going to heal my body. Even if Obamacare is completely obliterated, I will still have what I need to keep my healthy body. And I call it as my truth, and I know it as my truth, and so it is. Amen. Because you are the center point of the neutralization, the alchemization of the entire universe. It starts in your physical body. And if your physical body is feeling a lot of energy right now, it's because there's a lot of shit going on. It's because you're alchemizing a lot of energy. You're feeling all of those tumultuous waves crashing and crashing from all the different directions. But your light you're the lighthouse, and you're steadfast, and you stand strong, and you show who the way? You show yourself the way. You are the way. You are the truth. You are the light. I love you so much, doing so amazing. Thank you so much for being here, Sarah and Kevin and Barry and Tiffany. I love your faces. Mwah, you're all things.